Hi again, welcome to my second preview today. Earlier I talked about the fight between Abner Mares and Anselmo Marino. Now I'm going to talk about HBO's main event between Vanes Martirosyan and Erislandy Lara in another compelling matchup. This time at light middleweight between two hot prospects, both later in the career, both getting on a bit now. Erislandy Lara obviously turning pro a lot later, being from Cuba, now resides from Miami. 29, Martirosyan 26. Both have had Martirosyan much more fights, 32 fights compared to Lara's 19. It's a WBC light middleweight title eliminator, final eliminator for Saul Alvarez's title. It's a fight that, as I said earlier in my preview with Abner Mares and Salman Marino, has been talked about by both camps as a fight that they're looking forward to. The fight ahead, which would be in the Alvarez fight. No other fighter overlooking their opponent, but definitely looking ahead that the next step is the better step, the further. It's the next thing they're looking forward to. Martirosyan build up the fight, saying a lot of trash talk from him, saying whoever wins this fight, both of us, myself and Lara, quote, will beat Alvarez, will knock him out. Lara hasn't, as far as I heard, said anything, but not much of probably the reason he's not so well known, apart from the hardcore fans, is because of his lack of really a mouth. It's Martirosyan is starting to really get a bit now, starting to use his mouth to sell fights, and that's really what he's done here a bit, saying he's going to knock out Lara and then he's going to knock out Alvarez, building up the fight that could be if he is to beat Lara. Although he comes into this fight pretty untested, hasn't really, although 32-0, 20 knockouts, hasn't really fought anybody at top level. Troy Lowry, his last fight in for the WBC silver light middleweight title, won in 3 rounds. Lowry was 28-11, so not the most, not the best of records. Sal Roman, 2 fights before, probably one of the better fights he's had, was 34-8, lasted 7 rounds. Although Martirosyan was dropped in the first round. He got dropped as well in his fight with Kasim Omar in the 9th round. Was in a bit of trouble there. So it's been a career pretty much from his amateur experience a letdown so far from Martirosyan. So this is a massive chance. Born in Armenia, now resides from California. He's got a lot to live up to. Erislandy Lara, thus far in his career, lived up to that potential that he had at the amateurs. Carlos Molina was the start of it in 2011, March 2011. Drawed that fight, all 2 judges scoring it level. The other one giving Molina. A lot of people, I do believe, were leaning towards Molina to should deserve the verdict, but not too many complaints about that result. And then came the Paul Williams fight, where many believed, including myself, that it was not a fair result. It seemed very much that Lara had won that fight, but it was Williams that got given the majority decision. Came back, no complaints, came back next year in April this year to defeat Ronald Hearns in 1 round. A destruction of the son of a legend, Tommy Hearns' son. Ronald Hearns never really lived up to the billing he got when being the son of Tommy Hearns, but unfortunately never always happens that way. Didn't get the treatment that some other sons of legends get. And then took on Freddy Hernandez, who has been around the world scene, especially at welterweight, fighting some top fighters. Andre Berto, I feel, is on his resume, if I remember correctly. Took him out on 10 rounds, 10 round decision. He won quite comfortably, I believe, winning pretty much every round against a decent level opposition, probably level of opposition that Martirosyan is yet to face. Looking at Fernandez's record here, for beating DeMarcus Corley in 5 rounds, Only other defeats were to Andre Berto, and he lost very early in his career to Golden Johnson, well, midway through his career, so about 15 fights. So again, he's fought some top level opposition, Fred Hernandez, so it was a massive win really. It's a massive boost for Lara coming into this fight. He's coming off fighting the better fighters, the likes of Paul Williams, Carlos Molina, Freddie Hernandez. Ronald Hearns got a world title fight, remember, at middleweight against Felix Sturm. Lasted longer than a round against Felix Sturm, showing his ability to maybe mix it up. He got his chance, which he probably deserved, but since then lost to Derek Finlay in 2 rounds, lost to Felix Sturm there 7 rounds. So, but stopping him in a round was a statement, and another statement that Lara can make tonight will be to knock out or just beat Martirosyan. And if he beats him convincingly, like many believe he will do, then it's a massive statement for him. Martirosyan, on the other hand, done a lot of talking. Needs to back that up now. He's not been in with the top opposition that other fighters in his weight class have been in. He's got a weight class packed full of talent: Austin Trout, Miguel Cotto, obviously Alvarez, Cornelius Bundrich, and he hasn't really mixed it with any of those guys yet. Lara, obviously, as I said, mixing it with Paul Williams, who would, if not for his tragic accident earlier this year, would still be mixing it with the top fighters in the division. So it's going to be interesting fight. Martirosyan, trained by Freddie Roach. Yeah, another raw talent that Freddie's took in, much like Latif Coyote, who's taking raw talent, trying to bring out the skill in him, trying to make him what he pretty much made Pacquiao. So far he's undefeated, worked so far against the opposition he's fought, looked comfortable in doing that, apart from the couple times he's been down in his career, which may show a suspect chin, but he's got punching power. 20 knockouts out of 32 victories. It shows he can bang as well. Sal Roman put him down in the first round, got stopped in the 7th himself. So he has a lot of power there, but this is a different opposition.